Seeing is believing. How many here want to see something first before they fully trust it? They step in. There's so many different concepts that we have. We like to step in. We like to test the waters, right? To see if it is actually what we think it is. There's so much of life that we would like that, but God says it doesn't actually work that way. And I think there's a lot of us that we can admit these kind of things. Picture riding a bike. You can read all about it. You can watch other people do it. But until you step in and actually do it 100%, you'll never ride a bike. You'll never be able to balance unless you're in it, you're doing it. Interesting, this was actually going on in the Bible. So in Mark chapter 15, verse 32, it says, let the Christ, this is the chief priests and the scribes, they're saying, let the Christ, the King of Israel, descend now from the cross, that we may see and then believe. Even those who were crucified with him reviled him. They wanted to see first and then they would believe, but it doesn't work that way in the kingdom of heaven. It's not that you see first and then you believe. How many people have heard other people say this or even thought this themselves? Why doesn't God just come and make himself known to me? He just shows me. He stands in front of me. He heals me. He does this stuff. Interesting, Jesus talked about this very thing. He told them a story of an event that actually happened, a rich man and a poor beggar named Lazarus. And they both died. And the rich man went to hell. And Lazarus, he went to a place called Abraham's bosom because this was before Jesus died. So people couldn't go just to heaven. And so Lazarus went to this, what they called paradise, Abraham's bosom, and there was a distance, but they could see each other. The rich man could see what was going on, that Lazarus was in paradise right now, and he was tormented. And he cried out and he asked God, he asked Abraham, can't we send somebody down? Can't I go down and tell my brothers? No. Then can't we send Lazarus back? And the answer was, even if someone were to rise from the dead, they won't believe. See, here's the thing with God. You can read all about it. You can understand it. You can understand that it's actually logically makes so much sense. I just watched a video on how Grok, he's an AI owned by X, and it's an amazing AI. It's supposed to be the most smartest individual ever. You're talking to him, and if you ask him to show you logically, without any preconceived notions of anything, is there a creator God? And he 100% says, yes, there is a creator God. Logic would show us this, that space, time, and matter didn't just happen by themselves. Someone from outside of them stepped in and made them. I call that someone God. He's the same God of the Bible that would actually fulfill or satisfy the needs we would have for there being a creator behind space, time, and matter. Interesting as we look into this. Seeing, you can see all this information, but there's a difference. If it's just intellectual, it's not going to save you. Actually, saving faith is a trusting faith. Jesus said there's going to be many who come in that day and say, Lord, Lord, we did all these things in your name. Can't we come in? And he's going to say, depart from me, I never knew you. I never had this relationship with you. This trust relationship. It's like the best analogy I've ever heard is that of a parachute. If I am jumping out, if you are jumping out of an aeroplane, and we got this parachute, are you going to put it on, strap it on, trust it, cling to it? Or are you going to leave it on your seat and just jump out the airplane? Of course, every single one of us would put on that parachute so that we don't die. And we would cling to it, we would strap it, we would trust the parachute. And the same thing is true with Jesus. You actually have to trust him and him alone. When you're jumping out of that airplane with the parachute, you're not trusting your pocketbook. You're not trusting your friends on Instagram. You're trusting the parachute and the parachute only. The same thing is true with Jesus. You actually have to trust him and him only. His death on that cross. He was good enough. You and I are not. And I know this goes in the face of a lot of modern teaching. It says, oh, you are enough. No, you're not. You're not enough. You need to cry out to a saving God who sent his son to die on that cross for you and for me, sinners like us, that didn't deserve it. He was willing to give his very life for us. Now it's our job just to say thank you, to trust him and him alone. And once you start to trust him, then you will start to see. Belief comes first and then you see, not the other way around. I sure love you guys.